Hello, folks. I want to begin, first of all, by saying thank you. Thank you so very much for the way that you have helped us navigate all the challenges of this past year. I know not all decisions we have made have been popular. They may not even have always been the best thing, they've just been the best thing we knew to do. And thank you for honoring that, for following the Lord, for following us, and honoring each other, for making sacrifices and doing what you needed to do to stay connected, whether online, in person. I'm just so grateful. I wouldn't want to do this with any other church. And you, dear folks, have been just wonderful throughout this entire challenge. As we're looking forward, we originally were thinking that in June we could come back to a more normalcy, but frankly, we think we can do it a lot sooner just based on the numbers that we're watching and the health advisories. And so on April the 25th, we're going to go back to a little bit more normalcy, although still in two services. We'll have a 9 o'clock service and an 11 o'clock service. Mask will no longer be required, and we won't seat you. You won't be dismissed. You can choose where you want to sit pretty much for in the rows that we have marked, but you can sit closer together if you like. We will have a section if there are people who want to sit socially distanced. We'll have that available and we can seat you there. Child care is going to be offered during the 9 o'clock service. We simply don't have enough workers at this time to spread them across two services. So child care will be in the 9 o'clock service, but we want both services to look and feel much the same otherwise. And so you can pick which service is best for you and your family, and you come. We're going to ask you to be thoughtful. You know, not everybody's at the same level of comfort. Some people think this is nothing. Other people are really scared of it, and we understand that. I want to make certain that we never get in the business of judging each other. Oh, you didn't get the vaccine, or you got the vaccine, or you're fearful, you're not fearful. We're just not going to do that. I'm asking you to just, whatever your opinions are, keep them to yourself. Don't make this a test of fellowship or judging one another. We need to apply the principles that Paul lays out at the book of Romans, where there are people that they observe one day, or they have freedom to do one thing, and other people don't. Let each one stand or fall to his own master. We're trying to find a way to just be focused on the gospel of Jesus Christ in all that we do, love one another, encourage one another, and most of all, worship together. The Lord has postured us for some incredible growth. We've got a lot of people who are coming now. They watched online during the pandemic, and now they're attending. You look around on Sundays, and we have new faces. We've got different folks who are applying for membership. It's an exciting time, frankly, and we don't know how God is going to grow us as we come out of this, but I'm excited about the possibilities. So I want you to pray. Let's continue to find ways to share the gospel. That's so very, very important. And ask the Lord to take all these terrible things that have happened and use them for his glory and the proclamation of the gospel. So I'm so very excited as we're coming out of this, and we'll see how things progress over the course of the summer. We hope by the fall to be back in full schedule. We think that is very, very possible, and we anticipate that. But for now, remember, April the 25th, two services, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Mask, well, that's up to you, whether you want to wear a mask or not, but they're not required. If you want to sit socially distanced, all you need to do is tell one of our greeters, and they'll help you find the place we have designated for that. But otherwise, you're free to come in and leave as you want. Please be sensitive to others, that not everybody's going to have the same perspective you have, especially when it comes to things like shaking hands. And don't feel bad if someone sticks out a hand to shake yours and you really aren't there yet. Say, hey, I'd rather bump elbows, and just say what you're comfortable with. And again, let's not judge each other. Let's just happily do what other people feel comfortable with. Remember, let's be other-centered. And if we're other-centered and Christ exalting, we'll be fine. So thank you, dear folks. I'm excited about what God's doing, and let's stay in prayer and before the Lord, and let's share the gospel. God bless.